is actually right near the Mosqueda Center where we were at earlier, and as you can see, it's a very active scene. Firefighters are here trying to put out this garage fire. I just got a mini lesson. You can see my hair's wet. It's a good thing I wore my waterproof mascara this morning. Caroline, we're getting a closer look at where this happened last night. Initially, police got a call about a car crashing into a brick wall. You could see this is where that happened, and I could see some tire marks here on the grass as well. In fact, we noticed the car being towed away over the last half hour. It was a four-door Lexus. We also see here on the ground what looks to be maybe remains from a medical kit. You can see some gloves here.
En este cuadro podemos ver miel a los alrededores, polen y crías.
Guys, they tell me this broke out just after 3:30 a.m. Fortunately, the family of 5 living here was able to evacuate, but as you can see, it's pretty bad. They're telling me that this house is going to be a total loss. You can see all that smoke billowing from the windows. I noticed some flames poking out from the back. We've been following this all morning. We know that this happened at a home on the 2300 block of San Gabriel. One person is dead, and as we speak, police are processing a crime scene at this home. Now that the sun's come up, I do want to bring your attention to a home down this block. I will say it's very smooth. It's very nice. You never know. Some of them shake. I know the one at Disneyland kind of like shakes you around. I don't know, but this was really nice. As you can see, this fire is still very active. There's several spot fires here where I'm standing. This is near Big Creek Road, and this actually began yesterday afternoon around 4:30. We did ask the ride operator to go easy on us, and then this time I told him I was ready to go all the way around, so I guess we'll see how that goes. This is a nice view though. The sun's up.
Acá está mi puestecito.
Guillermo Lozano sells fruit cups and snacks at his Visalia stand on the corner of Avenue 328 and Road 124. The 47-year-old has been on the road to recovery ever since he lost his right leg in a car accident 16 years ago. For years, he was limping on an old prosthetic leg held together by duct tape and rope. But after a customer came across his flower stand in Madera in late 2020, they launched a GoFundMe account to raise money for a new leg. Guillermo's story went viral, raising more than $21,000 in just a few days. Now he finally has a new prosthetic, one he's still learning to walk on. He says he's very happy with the help he got, something he never expected from complete strangers. After 30 years in the U.S., he says he left Mexico in pursuit of the American dream. From working the orange fields before his accident to learning to walk again, and learning to get up each time, Guillermo is happy. He now gets to call this his own little business, and he gets to call the Central Valley, where he is embraced by the community, home. In Visalia, Nathalie Vera, KC24, local news that matters.
Sometimes you break out with like rash.
Time in some Central Valley communities ticks slower.
Se siente seca la piel.
For neighbors in Pixley and Tipton, not much has changed over the last 2 decades.
You don't know what the kid's going to develop. They're going to have something happen to them.
They say there must be something in the water. Elena Saldivar lives in Pixley, a small town in Tulare County.
Mira, si voy a cocinar, hay que tener agua de botella.
She tells the Fresno Bee and Univision 21 she cooks with bottled water.
When you even boil the drinking water, it's still not safe to drink.
We met with Tulare County Supervisor for District 4, Eddie Valero.
There has been a push to get more residents clean and affordable drinking water.
Look at this Fresno Bee map with stats from the state's drinking water database. See all those red spots?
A lot of arsenic, a lot of nitrates.
These chemicals can cause stomach problems, and they're also harmful to babies and pregnant women.
Just in my district alone, we have communities like Sultana, Monson, Goshen, as well as Yedem, Seville, Cutler, Orosi, East Orosi that have been struggling to get clean drinking water for many, many years.
Residents say they spend about $60 on their water bill and another $60 or more buying bottled water.
I don't know what's in the water, but it ain't good.
If you drink the water, you end up having kidney problems and stomach problems.
Even when they don't drink it, some say they feel the contamination just from showering.
I break out with these spots.
By now, none of this is news to people living in these communities, many of them low-income immigrant families who don't speak English. Activists and state officials say that's the reason they've been so overlooked. A spokeswoman for the California Environmental Protection Agency explains that access to clean and affordable water, quote, falls along racial lines, in part as a result of discriminatory land use practices in California's history. Residents also blame their water problems on a neighbor.
A lot of it would be due to our dairies. We have a dairy just right out of town.
Environmentalists say farm workers are drinking water contaminated by those same farms that employ them. But county leaders also point to infrastructure problems and the need for consolidation with effective neighboring water systems. That's what happened in East Orosi this year after more than 10 years with this problem. Activists say it's a success story that could be replicated in Tipton or Pixley, but residents are not holding their breath.
¿Por qué no les importamos suficiente?
For Univision 21, I'm Nathalie Vera.
And I'm Monica Vaughn with the Fresno Bee.